today I will be presenting the book Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. So first, let me briefly introduce the book. So the title of the novel is Just for the Summer. It is written by Abby Jimenez and it was published in 2024. And it is a part of contemporary literature reflecting modern relationship and emotional struggles. So the genre of this book is romantic comedy or contemporary romance, but it is also includes deeper themes such as mental health and personal healing. Right now, let's move on to the summary of the novel. So the summary of the story on the novel follows two main characters, which is Emma and Justin. So Emma is a travel nurse who moves from place to place, while Justin he is a software engineer who lives a more stable life. So both of them believe that they are cursed when it comes to relationships. So every time they date someone, their ex ends up finding their true soulmate after the breakup. So because of this strange pattern, they come up with a plan. So they will date each other just for the summer in hopes of breaking the curse. So at first, their relationship is not meant to be serious. However, as they spend more time together, they begin to develop real feelings for each other. So as the story progresses, we also learn about their personal struggles. Emma has a difficult family background and tends to avoid a long-term commitments, while Justin he deals with responsibilities and emotional challenges of his own. So their growing relationship is tested by these internal and external conflicts, especially when the summer comes to an end and they must decide whether their relationship is real or just temporary. So the central conflict of the story revolves around both characters' fear of commitment and emotional vulnerability. So they must overcome their past traumas and insecurities to truly accept love. And next, let's analyze the literary elements of the book. So one of the major themes in the novel is love and healing. So the story shows that love is not just about romance, but also about personal growth and overcoming past pain. And another important thing is fear of commitment. So as both Emma and Justin struggles to trust others due to their experiences, in terms of symbols or motifs, the idea of curse symbolizes the negative beliefs about relationships, and it reflects how their mindsets affect their actions and decisions. The concepts of summer is also symbolic, representing something temporary, light, and fleeting. But it later contrasts with the idea of lasting love. The author uses several literary techniques. One is humor, which makes the story engaging and relatable. Another is emotional characterization, where the author deeply explores the character's thoughts and feelings. So there is also use of realistic dialogue, which makes the interactions feel natural and authentic. So culturally and philosophically, the book reflects modern dating culture, where people often struggle with commitment, fear of vulnerability, and emotional baggage. It also highlights the importance of mental health and self-awareness in relationships. And finally, I will share my personal reflections and insight about this book. So from this story, I learned that love requires courage and honesty. You cannot fully love someone if you are not willing to face your fears and be vulnerable. And I also realized that past experiences should not control our future, especially when it comes made me reflect on how people sometimes push others away because they are afraid of getting hurt. And it shows that healing is possible, but it takes time and effort. So in today's society, the story is very relevant because many people experience several struggles in relationships. So with the rise of modern dating, emotional unavailability, and fear of commitment have become common issues. So this book reminds us that genuine connection is still possible if we are willing to grow and take risks. And to conclude, Just for the Summer is more than just a romantic story, and it is a meaningful and exploration of love, healing, and personal growth.